Oh, see, I'm not like the right and the left. I'm not, I'm above it all. Like, I get it. And then you realize, you like look around, and you're like, wait, I think I'm actually just maybe a fucking idiot, and the left wingers were actually right the whole time. Let's begin. Girl, make up your mind. You know what? Make up my mind on whether or not some chatter should get it. And by it, I mean a ban. Denims, how do you feel about napkins? Why? Stop. Why is chat being so weird today? Stop.
All right. Hold on. Let me
You're so squeaky.
I know. Let me tweak some stuff real quick. Okay, hold on. They can't even hear you yet. 1 second.
All I heard was Netanyahu gulp. Denims, did you see the news about shut up? Oh my god, dude. What have I done? What type of chat have I cultivated? What have like literally what have I done, dude?
Hold your jokes for a second. Okay. All right. We have it works, right? Speaking to it?
Hello, hello.
Or speak in general? Oh my god, it works.
A man told me to speak. I'm already on a better side.
Okay. Is it loud?
Dude, I wish I had this power, man. Oh my god. Anyone who watched my Monopoly stream, or the Monopoly stream we did to help fundraise for Oliver Larkin, Socialist Democrat running in Florida's 25th district. What was I going to say about that? Oh, anyone who watched that stream, it's like, I hope you guys understand what I mean when I say that I get socially anxious. Everyone be like, how do you have social anxiety? You stream on Twitch. It's like, yeah, but then when other people are there, I just get so nervous. It's like, what about airline food? You know?
Test 1,
What's
2.
going on?
She's got a smile that
It's good, right? It works?
Reminds me of childhood
Hell yes.
memories.
Okay. All right, Ash St. Clair, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
This is a first. This is a first ever. Where normally when I have guests on, we try to work for like the first 30 minutes on how to get the noise gate done and all this shit. And
Am I doing the tech run with you?
What?
Are
Yeah,
we
no.
testing it live?
This is the tech run. This is the first ever broadcast where we have microphones. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Anyway, Ash St. Clair, thank you so much for coming on. It seems strange when I start the conversation by saying like, oh, this is Elon Musk's baby mama.
Yeah.
I know. You're more than that. You are also
Thank you so much.
right-wing reactionary conservative influencer.
No, not anymore.
You used to be.
Only one of those things is still true.
And then you went woke. And
Dark woke.
you went dark woke.
Yeah.
And you've been doing the tour. You've been doing the rounds. And I was like, and I've seen some of the...
I wish people would wait to reach out to me, though, because they're going to think I'm a plant, because they're all reaching out at the same time.
Well, the reason why I reached out was because I've seen some of the things you've said about like your past opinions and the things that you believed and how you've changed. So I wanted to explore that with you. And then also I wanted to obviously ask you about the piping hot conservative tea.
Oh, I got it. I got all of it.
Because you've been, you were in this movement for a while. For those of you who don't know, I mean, you wanna explain your background and everything else, because they're...
Why does anyone care about what this woman says? Because she's the only person that's spilling tea on like the right wingers, and all of them protect each other, and she's the only person that's been getting messy. I mostly just saw her making fun of Benny Johnson, and Benny Johnson getting really mad. He got so she was like, yeah, you and your fucking lavender marriage, and he's like, you don't know who I am. You're a scumbag. You're a vile. Like it was like, yes. And personally, I agree with Hasan getting messy in this case, okay? I think we should encourage right-wingers to fight each other as often as possible. As much as possible, as often as possible. Who is Betty Johnson? Don't worry about it. I always show the same clip every time. I don't want to torture you guys today. It's too early in the day, okay? It's not even 9 a.m. yet. Let the clock tick 9, and then I'll show you guys the clip. Also, if you're not really on their side anymore, spill the tea and burn them. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean by messy? How do you describe messy? No, I don't know sports, not the football, soccer player, whatever. Okay, this is, I think, pretty close, but it can mean a lot of things within this framework. Messy, a person who is creating drama, has a big mouth, or never minding their own business about the situation. So, like, that girl is so messy, she can't stay out of trouble. I told my friend what happened, and she's too damn messy and went and opened her big mouth, so that's why I'm in some drama. So, like, imagine you got into, like, a argument with someone, and you told your buddy about it, and your buddy was named Ashley, and Ashley was like, oh my god, and then you'll never, and then, sorry, Ashley went to her friends, or went on the HasanAbi broadcast and said, oh my god, you'll never believe it. Witch chatter? Bearded Chud Witch, crazy name, told me that his girlfriend did this and this and this, and this and that and this and this and that. You know, that's what, like, being messy is. But there's, like, ethical messiness, and then there's, like, unethical messiness. You know, and currently I think this is, like, bordering on ethical messiness because it's destroying the right-wing image of a lot of politicians, pundits, YouTubers, etc. She's a real version of Regina George. No, I think she's, like, I don't think she's that mean. I don't think she's that mean. Maybe I just don't know enough about her, but I think she's, like, a little bit below that level of mean. Because Regina George is, like, she's just mean. She's mean to the people who are on her side. You know what I mean? Whereas Ashley St. Clair, so far, she's only been mean to someone after she doesn't feel like she got what she wanted. If that makes sense. You guys get what I mean? All right.
Probably are some people who are not aware.
So I got involved in right-wing politics around 18, 19 on my college campus. I was involved in, like, a Turning Point chapter, and it was very quickly that I was tweeting, and all of a sudden I'm driving Charlie Kirk to the airport, and I'm a special guest at the Young Women's Leadership Conference.
Okay, wait, let's start there, actually, because this is fascinating for me. I've known Charlie Kirk, obviously, for...
Isn't Benny Johnson the guy who complained about getting gay cruise ads on Twitter? Yes, that's the one.
For many years, I debated him at Politicon twice, and I was fascinated with his journey because they basically plucked him. He wrote one high school paper. For his high school newspaper, he wrote, like, an article about how, like, a black woman, he speculated a black woman had taken his spot at West Point Academy.
What? I didn't know.
I didn't even know there were gay cruises. Bro, they're making the cruises gay. They're making them gay. 18, 19. Stop. Also, I totally agree. Mother Vixen.
Notice.
Yeah, so here, I'll give you some deep Charlie Kirk lore. We carry the flame here on the broadcast.
Forgot, I have to get my worm. One sec.
Yeah,
but basically what happened is he wrote, like, some kind of reactionary article in his high school newspaper, and then instantly it was on Breitbart, and then after it was on Breitbart, he was immediately on Fox News.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, and you had, I guess, a similar experience as well. So let's start there. So you start tweeting, and you're like, I hate
I'm like,
how
poor
woke
people be like,
society
feel the
is.
burn.
Yeah, okay.
Stupid reactionary stuff. And at first, I didn't even have my photo on there. And then I was like, wait a second. This will fly. And so then I uploaded my
so you were like,
I was just like anon shit posting.
Okay.
And then once I uploaded the photo.
What the fucking poser? Okay, this is, I think, getting to the root of the issue, which is, like, I do feel like a lot of the stuff that Ashley St. Clair does is very performative. Because I've never heard anyone say anon. Everyone says anon.
And started going.
I have.
Periscope. It was over Mike Cernovic and Jack DeSoto.
I'm going to say something really crazy, and I need all of you guys to understand what I'm saying when I say this. Not to brag or anything. I've met a lot of women. And there's a lot of archetypes of women. Okay? Not that every single person will always fit into a box, but a lot of women can, just like a lot of men can. And there's a lot of archetypes of women. And this is a secret no one wants you to know. But for every real manic pixie girl, there is a fake manic pixie girl. She talks exactly like the psychotic hot girl in my friend group who sleeps with everyone and has low self-esteem. That's not what I was going to say. I disagree. Usually these people have like too much self-esteem. Usually these people are too egocentric and that's their downfall. So I don't think so. I would be very curious. Are you femme presenting or mask presenting? I would be very curious. But anyways, what is a manic pixie girl exactly? Has a lot of terms today. A lot of, yeah, I guess I'm just like the woman knower today. And I guess I just have to, teach the masses about women. You know? Wait, you're telling me that the manic pixie girl I'm crushing on actually got a balanced checkbook diet and work-life relationship? Wait, what? Huh? Then she's not a manic pixie girl. Okay, manic pixie dream girl is like... Here, I think this actually... I'm sure actually I can find like the trope. Stock character type in fiction, usually depicted as a young woman with an eccentric personality quirks who serves as the romantic interest for a male protagonist. The term was coined in 2007 by film critic Nathan Rabin after observing Kirsten Dunst's character in Elizabethtown, 2005. Rabin criticized the type as one-dimensional, existing only to provide emotional support to the protagonist or teach him important life lessons while receiving nothing in return. So the best example that I've seen in recent media, as a woman, I've never heard this term. Is it short for crazy? No. But it's an actual term. I thought that was just off the top. Wow, manic pixie girls have really, manic pixie dream girls have really left modern vernacular? I'm bringing it back. No, Eternal Sunshine is an exception to that rule. She is definitionally not that. She has her own character growth and her own flaws. Manic pixie dream girl is not that. She exists only as a way to propel the main character, usually male, and propel their personhood forward. Okay, Ramona Flowers is way closer. So have you guys seen the recent Chainsaw Man movie? That is, up until the twist, that character, Reze, is manic pixie dream girl. It's someone who's got a lot of whimsy in their life and a lot of joy in their life and kind of promises to bring new, interesting, unique, fun experiences in your life. It's a character that exists a lot. I feel like it especially exists in anime. I still haven't seen the movie, okay, a good example would kind of be this is not accurate, but the best example I could give is how Extra Emily acts on stream. She will take you to the Outback Steakhouse and cook you a crack steak in a parking lot. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? It's someone who has a lot of impulsivity usually. They have a lot of life, a lot of soul in them, and they promise to make your life more interesting by being so eccentric. All Zoe Deschanel characters, close to it, yeah. Impulsivity is a big part of it. Being eccentric is a big part of it. Being quirky is a big part of it. Not caring about social rules is a big part of it. And that's the type of character that exists. You guys understand? That it turns out to be just BPD? No, that's not accurate either. I feel like it's just an aesthetic, no? Or is it a personality archetype? It's not an aesthetic. It's a personality archetype in media. The same way that, honestly, TV Tropes probably has some good examples of it. Manic, Pixie. I want to see if there are, unfortunately, it's kind of been dying out. And so it doesn't show up as often in media. Oh, I never thought about it. Death Note, Misa is very manic pixie. Okay, well, let's see. Let's look at not anime. Let's look at films. I don't know any of these movies. What? Butterflies Are Free? That's not a real movie. Cass and Dylan? That's not a real movie. Oh no, poor Zoe Deschanel. There's so many characters in here. I've never watched 500 Days of Summer, so I can't describe whether or not I personally think that it is very, it's a Manic Pixie Dream Girl character, but I'm pretty sure it is. Garden State, Natalie Portman's character, Sam, is one of the most famous examples of this trope. I think that's accurate. Let's see, maybe Garden State trailer. This is all gonna make sense very shortly. Tyler Durden is actually a manic pixie girl. Actually, you're so right. You're literally totally correct. Tyler Durden is. Garden State. No, not soundtrack. Trailer. Dude, I swear they don't make this archetype. They don't make this type of white guy anymore. Okay, this is like an artistic. This is so artistic. Can I get an actual trailer, like a real one, that actually shows what's going to happen in the movie?
I recognize you.
Okay, there we go.
Wait, you play the retarded quarterback?
Yeah.
Are you really retarded?
No.
Dude, going back to old TV shows from 2005. I figured out. I figured it out. I figured it out, chat. I figured it out. This is a Manic Pixie girl. Okay? I found something that everyone on Twitch would know. Doesn't matter if you watch anime. Doesn't matter if you watch movies. Doesn't matter if you read books. If you're on Twitch, this is how I will explain it to all of you. Basically, it's the archetype of a character that promises to bring you whimsy, impulsivity, joy, and make you feel alive again. And here it is. I found it.
Is stopping us from just throwing ourselves off a bridge and giving up and saying, yeah, the planet is dying. The government hates us. The animals are leaving. The aliens aren't contacting us. We might be alone. It just might be you and me. But that's okay, because do you really need anyone else?
The CS montage is better. The CS montage is better. I'm sorry, I almost feel so disappointed that it ended up being Minecraft. I gotta go find the CS one. You mean COD montage? Was it a COD montage? Whatever.
But if we don't try, then what the fuck is stopping us from just throwing ourselves off a bridge and giving up and saying, yeah, the planet is dying. The government hates us. The animals are leaving. The aliens aren't contacting us. We might be alone. It just might be you and me. But that's okay, because do you really need anyone else?
Much better. So yeah, does that explain the point that I'm making? It's so fucking stupid, I'm dying. Yeah. No, yes, no. That's enough yeses for me. I forgot the point. All right. All of that was to say, might as well show the trailer for the Chainsaw movie. Is that I feel like the last 14 trailers I've tried to show weren't good. Okay, yeah, I'm done looking at trailers. I'm sorry. Trailers nowadays, I feel like 90% of them are just like some random ass scenes from the movie, and it's like, watch it. You know you want to. Like, we even take phone calls. Okay, all right, dude. Anyways, doing a 2-hour video essay to explain one reference is so Manic Pixie Dream Girl. This is not. That is incorrect. Wrong. So anyways, yes. Something to cut through the monotony. Denim Cedar. What were we talking about? I also think for every one of those women that exist, either in media or in fiction, or in real life, there exists an evil version, which only pretends to be a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. The moment the camera is off and the stream turns off and the lights are off, it's all an act. And there never was a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. And in fact, the Manic Pixie Dream Girl that you thought was fun and quirky and had a special joy for life and wanted to take you on all of these adventures actually is just like a normal random person, and they're just pretending to care about it. And all of that was to say, that's how I feel about Ashley St. Clair. I feel like she's LARPing as a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Now, I'm not against it, okay? I'm not against it. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
It was over.
So what, like, how, let's go even further beyond that, though. Let's start at the beginning. Like, how did you become right-wing?
So
A Manic Pixie Dream Girl does or doesn't fuck up your life. She doesn't fuck up your life. People don't understand. Manic Pixie Dream Girl doesn't mean someone who's mentally ill and has mood swings. Manic Pixie Dream Girl is the type of person that says, I want to go on a boat today. Let's go right now. Your work is over. We're going right now. I already got the yacht and everything. We're having fun. Do you understand? Like, that's the type of character.
right before I started my freshman year of college, Trump had a rally on my campus, like my new campus. So if you look in my photos, it'll just show a Trump rally that I'm at and right next to Trump, and then I start college. And then I'm at
And yes, the Manic Pixie Dream Girl cures your depression, gives you a sense of purpose. No, it's the promise of transforming your life into the one that you dream about. Correct. Wait, that's fire? She buys yachts? No, she steals them. She said, she's the type of person that said, yeah, I talked to the guy who owns this yacht, and he was so drunk, I stole his keys. Let's go have fun. He's not going to miss it. Let's go. We'll bring it back. It'll be fine. That's Manic Pixie. Do you understand? Can there be Manic Pixie Dream Boy? No. And then she leaves you? Wrong. Manic Pixie Dream Girl doesn't leave you. Manic Pixie Dream Girl doesn't exist? Wrong. I know Manic Pixie Dream Girls in the real world. Real world. It actually sucks if you are one of those people in the real world because everybody assumes that you're crazy, mentally ill, or faking it. They're just rare. It's like 1 in a million.
why Young Americans for Liberty and then Turning Point, and that was it.
But how did you like develop your worldview? Like, what was it? Were you just like?
I didn't have one. I was just very impressionable, and I'm like, this seems so cool. Like,
So in your mind, you were like, it was more so I want to be a part of the in group, and maybe it was like the cool frat guys or whatever, and they were all like, I guess, I don't know.
Sort of. I also
right-wing?
I went for philosophy, so I liked being like the contrarian token conservative in the philosophy class.
Classic.
Yeah. But I didn't know what I was talking about. I was talking about healthcare and I was on my dad's plan, so.
Yeah. Okay, so you start your ideological journey just wanting to debate people. And
Yeah,
wanting to be a contrarian.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And wanting some sort of validation, because once you get in that, you have a club. My only college clubs were political. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
And I was homeschooled in high school. So.
Oh.
Yeah, doesn't that make a lot more sense?
Okay, that makes so much more sense. Why didn't you start there? You should have started there. Yeah. That's like most of the
And
story.
people think I'm joking, but I'm like, when I was homeschooled in high school, we were in a little town in Montana where my only friend was a Mennonite lumberjack. Like, that was it. It was a town of like 250 people. So then I go to college and I'm like, oh, I'm so cool. And like, they really like what I'm saying.
You're Jewish.
Yeah.
You're a Jew in Montana.
And Jewish Italian, so they thought we were like
Jewish
whip
Italian. You're Jewish. So that's, I don't even know which is worse, Catholic or Jewish, from the perspective of like the average Montana person.
Yes, one of our neighbors was this like 80-year-old dude on oxygen who was like arguing about black people all day, and I was like, that's really racist, Jack. But
okay,
it was very. Then I go to college. I'm like, oh, look at all these cool friends.
So that makes sense. Now this is making a lot more, everything is clicking into place now. Now that you said you're homeschooled from Montana, and you go to college, which college do you go to?
University of Colorado in Colorado
Okay.
Springs, yeah.
All right, so you went to University of Colorado. Everyone's woke around you all of a sudden.
Yeah, I felt like I was being like swarmed.
Okay.
Like I must fight back.
Yeah, so you felt like they were trying to indoctrinate you.
Yes, because Charlie Kirk said to watch your professors.
Yeah.
I was like always looking for that professor watch list content.
That's crazy. I didn't know that anyone
content.
that you were a whole ass nerd. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All of the Young Americans for Freedom guys are always so fucking nerdy, I feel like.
Well, I grew up with brothers too, so I
Yeah.
just played video games. Like I would do LAN parties, like LAN parties, playing Age of Empires.
Okay. I'm getting a little annoyed. LAN. I've never heard a single person call it an LAN party. It's just so long. Of course, Elon Musk fell for this.
Till like 2 a.m. So then I go to college. I'm like, oh, I'm cool, but also
You're the
nerds.
only girl in the
Yes.
YAF
100%.
meetups.
100%.
Were they all trying to?
Oh
hook
yeah.
up?
Oh yeah. But there was all these rumors too. Like I learned a new person I slept with every day. So I was like, this sucks. But also.
Well, we'll get back to that in a second, because I feel like that is now, I mean, not much has changed, I feel like, from Young Americans for Freedom then to the conservative media ecosystem, because they do all sleep with one another, from what I understand. So
yeah, they're all having sex with each other.
We'll get to that tea. We'll get to that tea in a second. But so you get out of college, you're posting, you're on
I
Periscope.
drop out of college.
You dropped out of college.
Dropped out.
For the influencer route.
Oh yeah, because I started
Okay.
dating.
Who'd you start dating?
Do you know who DC Drano is?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so he was like, he was like mid-30s, and I was 20. I couldn't even order a legal drink yet. I drop out of school, and a month into dating, he moves me into his bunk-ass Tampa apartment.
Uh-huh. Okay, and you were like,
plucks me
we're
from
living
my mother's house.
We're living the high life. DC Drano is one of
Oh
the
my
Binder boy.
god.
yeah, one of the binder guys.
Yes.
Epstein binder. Wow, he's hot.
No, stop.
He's sexy.
Stop it.
Okay, so you were dating.
Yeah, nobody cared when I was dating an ugly broke man.
Okay, so this is DC Drano. Try that in a small town.
But he's like, he also cosplays.
Sorry, is this guy supposed to be attractive? I'm not trying to be mean, genuinely. I feel like this type of archetype is only attractive to like chuds. Or rather chudettes.
Behind the scenes here. I don't know if it was like that when you were still out here, but I feel like everywhere I go, I meet a conservative somewhere and they just tell me how all their friends are conservative, but they're just super quiet about it.
Yeah.
They're just afraid to speak out and actually be truthful.
I had a lot of conservative friends when I lived in LA, and a lot of people in Hollywood too. The powers that be that are running a lot of the Hollywood institutions, they are...
This is nonsense, by the way. Every single chud I've ever met in my life is so proud to talk about how much of a chud they are. They like don't shut the fuck up about it.
Are Democrat and leftist, and they want to enforce that amongst their business, employees and their business deals. And it has a intimidation effect. But like I said, anything can be changed in the long run. And I do believe that we are in a peace.
I want to be honest, the group of people that don't like to talk about their political ideologies the most are usually like very like century liberals. Those are the people that like never like, where they're like, oh yeah, no, like I like gay people and everything, but I just want to call them the F slur, like I feel like I should say it, like we're basically on the same side. Like, okay. And they're like, I shouldn't have said that, right? I'm sorry, I want to, or they're the type of people that get really drunk and they're like, can I tell you something? Oh, can I tell you something? I did blackface once, and they show you a photo of them doing blackface, and you're like, that's crazy that you're showing me that. I don't understand why you're showing me that. Don't show me that. Don't show me that. Why are you showing me that? But you gotta not tell anyone. It's like, okay. Why do you have that immediately?
Oh, he does?
He has hands that are softer than mine, and then he will like wear this costume. He will purposely leave mud on his truck and like scream, and he's like, people expect Drano to have mud on his truck. Like just batshit.
Yeah, I feel bad because I do. Whenever I see people that look like this guy, I view them really negatively, which probably on some level is a little unfair. But whenever I see this type of like, I think it's like the Richard Spencer haircut combined with the beard. I just think of like, oh my God, this guy, God forbid, I see your car and it's like, it's a giant truck and it's completely spotless, doesn't have a scuff on it, and there's nothing in the truck bed. It's like, I know everything I need to know about you. Like, I know everything that I need. I've learned everything I need to know about you. Like, oh my God, you are a performative person. You're just a totally performative person. And I can't, man. I can't deal with that. Because usually the type of people that are hyper performative in this particular way, they don't like think about things in like a way that's reasonable, right? So like her description of this story, totally, I totally buy that, where it's like, yeah, I got to put mud on my truck because people think of me as being a guy who would have mud on my truck. It's like, or you can just like not care. Like, I hate people who are so hyper obsessed with with other people's perception of them. Like, I understand like showering, brushing your teeth. So when you talk to people, your breath don't stank, like stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, I'm engaging in the rules of society to some degree out of politeness, right? But it's like, no, I have to perform in this specific, I can't, it's like, it's the type of dude that says like, you want me to get a pink drink? Everyone's gonna think I'm gay. It's like, so why would you care about something so stupid? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. The only man I ever want in my life is one that's gonna get an alcoholic beverage with cotton candy on the top. All right? It's so cringy. It's so cringy to be like, I can't get a Cosmopolitan. Are you crazy? I gotta get an old fashioned. So good. It's like their whiskey is $5. It's you really think the old fashioned, the clean old fashioned is good with the $5 whiskey in this shit ass dive bar. If we were going to like a cocktail bar and they had like top of the line whiskey, I'd be like, okay, but like an old fashioned with what's that one really shitty brand? Worst whiskey. Not Jack. I don't like Jack Daniels, but I know a lot of people like Jack Daniels. No, there was one that's like that I've had before that is like known to be bad. No, not Fireball. Fireball is a different creature. Whatever. Whichever one usually comes in like a plastic bottle. It's like a handle in a plastic bottle. It's like, dude, that shit's not gonna be good. You're gonna get it clean. You're gonna get an a clean old fashioned from a fucking plastic bottle. Oh, dude, come on. So yeah, I can't handle.
But so then he tells me, he like molds me.
Oh, sorry, I mean neat. I don't know why I keep saying clean.
This perfect little 20-year-old influencer. He's like, here's what you post. Here's what you hold on the signs. Like he's telling me what to write on the sign outside of the ICE detention center.
Okay, so do any of these guys like? So you were, in some ways. I mean, and I don't mean like groomed in like the legitimate way, but you were like groomed in the OG way to be this like conservative.
Because I was so insecure and so.
Also, Denims 100% Jim Bean or Evan Williams.
Pick me that I was like, absolutely, I will. Yes, sir.
So they turn you into this this media demon. But what I don't understand is like, where are the true believers? Like, because from my perspective, I always feel
Facebook,
like
on Facebook, and they're your grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, but like I feel like a lot of the younger crop of conservative influencers, like they're very clearly angling for some kind of like media opportunity. They're not real. They're not actually genuinely like I read Rothbard. I'm a huge
They don't
libertarian.
read it all, Hasan. They don't read
Well,
it all.
I mean, I know that.
No, like when you talk to them about the books behind them on their shelves, like none of them read them. They can't tell you anything about the books behind them on their shelves.
So it's just LARP. They're just fed talking points, and they're just repeating
and
those
putting
talking
mud
points.
on their trucks.
I would go so far as to say, and I hate to.
And it's so the other thing too that sucks about these people who do nothing but LARP. Even forget about the fact that these people they're LARPing for like clout on the internet or whatever. There are people that do this shit in real life that like they have their stupid ugly ass truck that they never use because you know real men have trucks. The problem is I wouldn't have as much of a problem with that type of person if they didn't put all that shit on you. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, man, I think everybody's gonna have some insecurities and that's okay. But then they like they push their insecurities on you and they're like, you can't do that. You shouldn't act that way. You shouldn't do, and it's like, wait, what's wrong with what I did? That's not what you're supposed to do. Okay, why? Because. Okay, are you gonna like actually say anything? Like, did I hurt your feelings? Did I hurt somebody else's feelings? Like, what? Huh? Best example, probably, that everyone easily can understand is like, don't wear heels. Then you're gonna be taller than me. It's like, and why? I'm sorry. Why do you think I would give a fuck? Because I can be shorter than you in public. Then you wear heels too, bitch. I don't know what to tell you. No. Like you need to know where you. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't. Okay, find a fucking vantage point then, bitch. I don't know what to tell you, man. Go wear some stilts then, bitch. Stay on your fucking tippy toes then. I don't care. I'm not. That's bizarre. So yeah, why does it matter? Well, yeah, and it's like I'm always open to like listening. It's like, oh, I don't like when you do this thing, or I don't like when you act this way because blah 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 blah. But when it's based in nonsense and there is no reason other than like because he doesn't make me feel like a real man. Well, then I'm gonna need you to grow up, okay? Then fucking grow up. Then grow up. Oh my God, you fucking baby. Christ. It's so embarrassing.
I mean, this is not even giving him credit at all, but like, I think that's part of the reason why Nick Fuentes has so much appeal is because he is like, he can demonstrate basic literacy and competence and a more sophisticated understanding. Like, he has a worldview. I mean, he's a heinous little neo-Nazi creature, but like it is obvious that he comes from a background where he has more of a genuine interest in this
He
kind
reads
of
more
thing.
than most of the people on Fox News.
Yeah. So I think that's probably probably part of the appeal, even though I found out that his audience is mostly older. I thought it was like a lot younger, but turns out
Are they really?
Yeah.
I thought all of his. There was one time when a bunch of the Groypers got banned on Twitter, and they were coming to me for help, and one of them calls me, and he has like this European accent. I was like, wait, are you even fucking American?
Oh,
He's
no,
like,
no, they're
no,
not.
but thank you so much for having me, Ashley. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
so on
America first, and his profile picture was like AF.
Yeah,
Like
no.
America first.
They're okay. So this is actually a really interesting thing that I didn't know was going on either. There's another guy on this platform called Asmongold. I don't know if you're familiar with him at all.
Oh,
Yeah, he is like
he like makes me shiver.
Yeah, he's
You
like
just know he smells.
bizarro me in every way, including hygiene and dietary habits. But his audience is mostly European, and they love LARPing as MAGA. They love that's the number one thing.
They probably like identify with his lack of orthodontics.
Well, it's that might be part of it, but it's fascinating to me because on the internet, like, you know, not to sound like Mark Levin, but like there are a lot of people that are not in America that are talking about American politics and presenting themselves as Americans. Sure, there's like.
Why is that Mark Levin though? That's just
Because he always says the third world is watching Tucker Carlson. Because he says like Tucker Carlson's audience is not American, which I mean could possibly be the case. I know a lot of WhatsApp unks that love Tucker Carlson. Like,
the
let's
WhatsApp
be
unks
real.
do love him.
Yeah, like Bangladeshi WhatsApp unks are just sharing his videos all the time. But like
bro, he doesn't fuck with you guys. Oh my.
On the other side of it, it's very it's fascinating because like American politics is being consumed by everyone around the world, and they're all LARPing as Americans.
Yes.
So you have like the third worldist position, which obviously I'm sympathetic to, and those guys are LARPing as Americans, but they're LARPing from all these different parts of the world, and then a shit ton of the MAGA movement on the internet, and I don't mean just like bot accounts or accounts that like are very clearly doing propaganda. I mean like people's personal consumption in their own personal experience. Like you got a bunch of right-wingers from like the Netherlands.
Yes. That's like half the Groypers.
Yeah, who are dialed in on the Asmongold commentary, who will constantly talk about how like Europe is falling apart.
Yes.
Because
But that also makes it more, so that's why some people within the right-wing space, they like co-opting those populist movements.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really easy, and those markets are already dialed in. They love consuming American politics.
Yeah, everyone loves it. Everyone loves LARPing as an American, but it seems like they can't vote here because they're not even physically
Depends
here.
on who you ask, though.
Yeah, so we'll get to that in a second as well. We'll get to that, but okay. So you're dating DC Drano. He's a stud. I mean, look at how handsome this three-piece suit. I mean, this is
Binder boy.
yeah. God damn. These guys. What a journey
When I
this
first
was.
started making TikToks about him, he called me for 2 hours crying. He's like, please, you know what he said? He said, please show me mercy, Ashley. That's what he said.
Wait,
On the whole
really?
call. Yeah. I was like,
Have you
mercy, I
shown
made
him-
TikToks.
Have you shown him mercy?
No.
Okay. So these guys are all, would you say that, I mean, I feel like after a certain point, like through this evolution, they do start believing their own shit though, right? Like there's gotta be, or they're not like woke.
They reached like
I will say, it does seem like a lot of the online content creators start like huffing their own farts so hard that they do start to believe it. Point in case is Tim Pool. Tim Pool, like, he got more and more right wing as he saw that it got him more and more viewership. Same thing with Asmongold. It's like he just sees that it gets him viewership, so he just goes more and more right wing, and then he starts to, case in point. So he starts to like actually believe it more and more and more. Because it's easier to just believe in the lie than to know that it's a lie and spout it anyways. And you just put on a better performance if you actually like believe it. Yeah, I just don't get the appeal of this character. Oh, I just don't get the appeal of the character. Right, women are an enigma to me.
a level of paranoia. And like, there's something so weird. Like, most of these guys within MAGA were total losers in like high school and college.
No.
Yeah, like, but it's like a common theme, and it really sticks with them. Like, it really sticks with them. Like, that's what they talk about when they're sad at night. And I don't know why it's a common theme, but it's like this is their redemption now. He's like, I'm cool. Everyone loves Drano.
And this is what I mean. It's like, okay, listen. Like I said earlier. Or like Tim Pooh, just a preview of my sick, twisted mind. Shut the fuck up. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. I think that's like a big problem with a lot of like very... Okay. I will share something about my sick, twisted mind. I have always hated that people just accept certain social rules that I disagree with, that don't make any sense at all. And this has been a constant struggle in my life. You can blame it on the 127 score or whatever, but like, I just don't, it's always pissed me off that there are just things that you have to accept, and that's life. And then you just accept that. And it's never made sense to me. And I get unbelievably angry thinking about some of these things. So like, one such example is like, okay. The first time I remember this happening in my life was when I wanted to participate in like a physical activity. Like, we were like moving some heavy stuff. And I was told like, no, girls aren't supposed to lift that stuff. And I remember getting irrationally mad about that. Like, I was fuming as like the 8, 9, 10-year-old or whatever that I was. I was like mad about it. Like, I was genuinely pissed. And I like didn't stop being pissed about it until like way later, for years. And there's a lot of stuff like that that's always pissed me the fuck off, where it's like, here are these random societal rules we have. Okay, now follow them. It's like, why? Rationally? Sorry, I guess the irrational part is the level of mad that I was, right? And I felt that way about a lot of different things. And it has made me hate people who insist on following every single social rule, no matter how stupid that social rule is. Like, I am willing to, so when it comes to, for example, going to another country, like you're a tourist in another country, I think you should follow the rules in that country, right? Doesn't matter if I personally think that you should talk on trains, although I don't like talking on trains and I like quiet trains. If I like talking on trains and I was traveling to Japan, I wouldn't talk on trains because, I am just a visitor here to enjoy a different culture that I don't get to experience. I'm going to follow the rules, right? In the same way that like, it doesn't matter if like, it shouldn't matter if you wear shoes at home. If you're in somebody else's house, if they don't wear shoes at home, you should take your shoes off, right? I don't get applying that shit in your personal life. That's what I don't understand. No, men have to get manly drinks. What? Why? No, you can't wear that. You'll be too hot and sexy, and my steak will be too juicy. Why? What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And there's so many of these dumb rules that like a lot of people would just follow because. And usually the people who perform, specifically since we're talking about this specific chud, when it comes to men, they'll just perform all of the things and they just like they shut down if you try and like argue any of the details and say, well, I'm not going to live my life that way. That's fucking dumb. Like, I'm sorry. Who am I harming exactly? How am I impacting people exactly? Like, that's silly. One of them, I will say, is like wearing a bra outside. Like, why? Shouldn't I be allowed to be braless? I'm wearing a shirt. I'm literally wearing a shirt. I'm not even like, first of all, I'm pretty sure in LA it's like legal to be topless, but even if it wasn't, I'm wearing a shirt and it's not translucent. It's a fully opaque shirt. Why do I have to also wear a bra? I don't want to wear a bra. What the heck? Who am I impacting negatively? A child might see your boobs covered. They might see the outline of your boobs. Okay. So? What? Who is being harmed? What the hell? I don't understand. They might see the outline of your nipples through your opaque shirt. Sir, we're just going to the supermarket. What's that? What's the problem? I don't, like, what? Watch out. Kids might see one of the key defining mammalian features of having nipples. It's also like, this is my personal opinion. I think it's absurd, especially in American culture, how like the idea of a child seeing the outline of a female presenting nipple covered by an opaque shirt is traumatizing. It's like just so quick. What the fuck are we doing? Bro, I'm just trying to get some eggs. I'm just trying to get some salad and get out and go back home. What are you talking about? Nipples, the idea of a female presenting nipple poking through, and by poking through, I mean you can just barely see that that human being has a nipple through a completely opaque shirt, is unbelievably traumatizing, but also we're not going to do anything about gun violence in this country. Okay, like, all right, like, it's just so silly. It's just so ridiculous. And I don't know, I genuinely, dude, some straight women, my mind is boggled by some straight women, because this is like, this archetype of a person is like a nightmare to actually be with. Because like, they want to follow every rule, no matter how stupid the rule is. Like, no, I'm not, no.
But they're not.
No.
And they're... do they recognize that? They must, right? Because I feel
you get to keep your conceal and carry. I get to have my unconcealed nipples. I mean, I'm willing to have concealed nipples, just like you just see a shadow through an opaque shirt.
I feel like this was a big grievance for Donald Trump too. Like, something that animates Donald Trump is the fact that he never got mass appeal or broad appeal from liberal intelligentsia. He grew up in New York.
Palm Beach didn't want him.
Yeah.
That's why he started Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
They're like, he's too weird and blunt.
Yeah, and he's rude. He's a slumlord, and
He's white trash.
Yeah, he was nouveau riche. He was too gauche. Like, he wasn't old money. So the New York elite never saw him as one of their own, and I think that's what a lot of that resentment. That's where a lot of this resentment comes from, and I feel like there's a different version of that within the conservative.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm gonna
influencer
rename
space.
everything after me. You're never gonna be able to not look at me. I'm gonna be on your bridges, at your airports. I don't understand how the Republicans don't think that's crazy. Because I get it,
it's
like,
a cult.
they can say I'm coming from a place of spite or whatever, scorned woman, but I don't know how they look at all of this and they don't think it's insane, objectively.
I mean, the craziest thing is, like, Republicans hate, at least if there's one consistent principle that Republicans are supposed to hate, it's like wasting taxpayer money, right?
Yes.
Like, small government. I hate when the government's stealing from me in the form of taxes. Donald Trump's $1.8 billion like slush fund that he created after basically becoming the president and then suing himself was... Like, I mean, that's the clearest example of just, like, stealing money from the American taxpayer to pay whoever he wants.
Yes.
With this, like, unaccountable entity. And if they don't even get mad at that, I don't know what they can get mad at. I mean, they're just cucked. I think they're unbelievably cucked.
They have no spine.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to stand up for anything. They don't want to lose their cushy positions. They don't want to lose their job in Congress. They don't have it.
I mean, but we see that with.
Wasn't she MAGA? Just asking because I don't know how real she is, but IDK called Hasan out on his weird sexual shit. I think, like, I'm going to be actually really bold and say that I think that Ashley St. Clair is sort of the natural conclusion of pick-me women who were burned. So, like, do you guys remember that one Lauren Southern, like, article where she was like, I can't believe the leopard-eating face party is going to eat my face? And she like literally wrote an entire piece on how she couldn't believe that right-wing men were misogynistic, that the alt-right was misogynistic, and they just couldn't believe that she would be alt-right. That they would be misogynistic to her. But the problem is that Lauren Southern still also believes in all of like the racist shit that she says. Like she actually like wants to have a Christo-fascist like white state, you know? Whereas personally, I would say someone like Ashley St. Clair, it feels like the type of person that does the Lauren Southern bit. And then once it starts negatively impacting her, she's like, oh, well, this sucks. Wait, I don't want to do that. Wait, this sucks for me. Yeah, I'm good, actually. Actually, I'm good. What is pick me? Pick me is like someone who LARPs to get the attention of a particular group. It's predominantly used for women who try desperately to get the attention of men. And like, they'll reject like traditional femininity and be like, I'm basically one of the guys. But technically pick me can apply anywhere. So yeah, similar to the I'm not like other girls. Exactly. I think she said in the Matt Bernstein interview that she was one of those, I didn't know how bad it was until it was happening to me types, which at least she changed. Well, yeah, again, I think she was down to be like a pick-me, and she was down to LARP with all of those things. And then she realized, like, wait, right-wingers suck, and they, like, don't actually care about me as a person or care about improving my life, and, like, Elon Musk isn't even paying for my fucking child support, and wait, these people suck. Oh. I guess I just didn't think about it until it was happening to me. And I think probably she's had like a perspective shift where she realizes, and I think that there's a lot of other people that feel this way, where I think this is especially true of people who used to watch Tim Pool and have since realized that Tim Pool's a fucking idiot. Or like Tim Pool types where it's like, oh, see, I'm not like the right and the left. I'm not, I'm above it all. Like, I get it. And then you realize, you like look around and you're like, wait, I think I'm actually just maybe a fucking idiot and the left wingers were actually right the whole time. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought it was cool to be here on this side. I thought I was a cool person. Oh, whoops. Okay. And I think it's the same thing here where it's like she probably thought that like, oh, being a right winger is so cool, because there are a lot of things about being like a left winger or like being on the left that suck. For example, if you're on the left, there will always be other people on the left that are constantly trying to argue with you about everything. And I do think being on the left means that you give up some, not freedoms, because that's not accurate. You have to accept, like, sacrifice a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, let me think of how to explain what I mean. I think being on the left makes you realize that you have to care about other people, even if it doesn't impact you personally, and that is a better world to live in for everybody. So, like, if you're someone who, yeah, you can't say slurs, the horror. Well, not even just that. Like, we can look at, like, tax policy, right? It's like, oh, well, yeah, I do agree that, like, in a just world, everyone gets treated fairly, regardless of what, what like, RNG you got, how you spawned, and where you spawned. And if that means, some of my tax dollars go to building ramps so that they're, like, ADA accessible or whatever, that's fair. Yeah. I want everything, I want all my taxpayer dollars and all the money I earn to go towards what I make and to go towards, not what I make, sorry, things that will impact me positively. But I also have to realize everybody else is chipping in to this system that improves everybody else's life. So I have to give this up, but that's okay. You know what I mean? And I think once you realize, wait, I want other people to be empathetic to me, and then you have to realize, before you realize that other people aren't magically just going to be empathetic with you or to you, or that the right won't do it magically, there's like, they think this coping phase for a lot of like right wingers where they're like, no. Like, you don't get it. Like, I'm not like that group. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of the different, like, I think I should be able to overcome, you know? Like, I don't think that sexism is real. I don't think that racism is real, etc. And then you realize, oh, wait, it is real to me, which means I have to suddenly accept that it is real for all of these other people in all these different ways. And that we have to collective, like, it's just more labor. It's more labor in general that you have to put in. And that's like very unfun, you know? It's a very unfun experience, I would say. More brain activity, yeah. Like, I'm not lying. The one terrible thing about being a leftist or being on the left is watching media and realizing how much media sucks. Like, being a feminist is the easiest way to make half of anime just unwatchable. Like, it's unwatchable. Like, it's literally like you can go, like, most, I would say, like, go to any individual year and check out the animes that came out that year. And, like, half of them have unwatchable female characters. Like, it's like totally unwatchable. Like, they have one character that maybe is good sometimes, and that's it, you know? And it's just brutal. It's just so brutal. I love anime, but that critique is valid. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I do think that that's like kind of an aspect of being, name a feminist anime. Easy. Code Geass. Next question. Actually, you know another feminist anime? From my memory, Bleach. The original. I didn't watch the first one. Madoka doesn't have any male characters really, so it's hard to judge it as like a feminist anime. Sexual harassment as a comedy trope is just so annoying. It's just so fucking boring, dude. It's just so boring. Bleach is actually pretty good. Yeah, like in hindsight, don't get me wrong, like there are characters that are very like meh in Bleach, but there's also a bunch of male characters that are meh. The thing that sucks is when like all of the female characters are totally weak sauce, underpowered, trash, poorly written, and only serve to make the male characters in their life have plot points. That's when it's trash. That's when it's like absolutely unwatchable garbage. I'm okay with it happening sometimes because when you watch Bleach, some of the male characters, they literally only exist to give other characters lore and to give them character development. So I'm like, that's fine with me. Yeah, that's fine with me. I just want to balance. If all of your male characters are written really well, and then all of your female characters, except like one, are written horribly, it's like, I can't watch this, man. I can't. I can't watch this trash, man. Oh, Christ, man. Black Lagoon I haven't watched Black Lagoon. Watched JJK. I'm struggling because I watched like the first 3 JoJo's. And then I was in the middle of the third one, but I missed the second one. I missed not Jonathan Joestar. Have you seen Frieren? Yeah, Frieren's like fine. I think a lot of people like Frieren because it's better than most anime. But it's like it's fine. I don't feel particularly strongly about Frieren. The intro, the first 5 episodes were so boring. Holy shit. And then I think it got better. Watch JJK. Listen, before we get back on this is the last anime I will review. It doesn't matter if anyone else suggests any other anime. I'm only going to respond to this one, then we're moving on from anime. But JJK is just like, I watched like the first 20 episodes or something like that. And it's like, it's a good shonen. It's just one of those things that's like, once you've watched one shonen, you've seen them all. And like, I think collectively I've got like easily over 1,000 shonen episodes under my belt. Honestly, we're probably approaching 2,000 episodes of shonen episodes. So it just doesn't hit that hard when you've seen shonens. I've seen so many, you know? And I just, right? Have you watched Ranma 1.5? I think I like tried. I don't remember. Isn't the guy who made that a pedophile, or am I thinking of a different one? Or is that Rurouni Kenshin? Which one is that one? Wait, what? Oh, Rurouni Kenshin is the one that has the pedophile guy. Oh, okay. Think Hasan's gonna have to appear in court? No, the subpoena is just to get documents relating to the Cuba trip. Okay. No, I already said, you guys, I actually responded to like 2 more anime things. No more. Doesn't matter if you type another 100 animes, I'm not responding. We're moving on.
Like, what's his face? Not Thomas Massey was consistent, so I do give him credit for that. But the other guy, Bill Cassidy,
Yeah.
who just got ousted because Donald Trump wanted to punish him for trying to indict him
I
for
think
January
Boebert was
6th.
the only one who didn't lose her primary.
Yeah.
Who was on the Epstein.
Yeah.
Voted for the release.
Well,
of the
Bill Cassidy
Epstein
wasn't
files.
even on the Epstein thing. It was an older grievance. It was the January 6th stuff,
yeah.
right? And he wanted to punish him, and then all of a sudden, the moment that he knows he's no longer, he doesn't have to worry about re-election, he comes out and actually votes on the War Powers Resolution. And it's like, so you knew that this was bad from the start, and you're just a piece of shit.
Isn't that shittier than just not doing anything at all? You're like, oh.
No,
well,
I mean, I'm still happy that there's a spoiler in the Republican side, but it's just like very frustrating that these guys, when they don't have anything to lose, only then do they openly admit that this stuff is awful.
I don't know. Having nothing to lose is a superpower, though. I will say.
On the Democratic Party side, unfortunately, it plays the exact opposite role, and that's why you have the likes of Jared Golden, I believe, who's constantly.
What a last name! That's so cool.
Yeah, he's the one who's constantly stopping. He's the lone vote usually that allows the Republicans to not get punished in any way, shape, or form, like in the War Powers Resolution. So like, the Democrats and the Republicans work in this like inverse manner, where the Democrats that have nothing to lose will always be the one spoiler vote that will go and caucus with the Republicans, and then the Republicans that are the Republicans with nothing to lose will be the spoilers for the Democrats.
Can we get my ex-boyfriend off screen?
Oh yeah, sure. Well,
I was listening.
We're gonna move on to other ex-boyfriends in a second.
No.
Dude, like the rotating villain on like in the Democratic Party, the fact that theory is true pisses me off. Because for so long, like on principle, I was like, no, come on, no. And it's actually true. It's like, man.
So.
Okay, wait.
Wait, guys, I really have to pee.
You have to open my gift.
Oh yeah, you got me a gift?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh,
Well,
it's right
there's
here.
Pastries too. There's great
Chat,
pastries.
it's like my bladder. It reaches capacity right before I'm about to have the best moment on stream. This has happened every time I try to go pee. It's like the video hears me. It's like time to play the best part. I will stay for a moment longer.
Pastries like baklava too.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah,
it says Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. You got me so much.
They
what
look
the
so
hell?
good.
New
It's
York-
a really good bakery. Pie
New York Bakery?
Shout out to Pie Bakery.
Whoa. This
They're
is crazy.
so good.
You're trying to fatten me up.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
I like them a little fat.
Okay. True. Well, thank you so much.
You're
what
welcome.
else? What else? What is this?
This is a hoodie.
You got me a hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. Oh God, what's gonna be in this hood? This is gonna be.
Okay, I did see this.
Let's see.
You ready? Are you ready, chat?
Oh God. Oh no. I'm not even gonna see it first. Chat's gonna see it before I do.
I've been sent by Benjamin Netanyahu to get his Twitter account banned.
This is. Oh my God.
Clip it.
Okay. That's crazy. That's.
The shirt, for anyone who's not watching, said, "I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up." And I'm going to guess that's exactly when Elon Musk made the call and said, we need to subpoena Hasan. We need to subpoena Hasan Piker. And now I will go piss.
Crazy.
Like it? It's pretty comfy.
I love it. Thank you so much.
It's comfy, even though you're not a hoodie guy anymore.
No, I'm not.
What
I'm
is
a-
with the...
I'm a
I mean,
suit
you
guy
look
now.
good, but...
So I keep getting clipped on Fox News, and I thought I would be more appealing to the grandmothers and the grandfathers that are watching if I'm in a suit while they clip me. And it's worked so far.
You're whitewashing yourself?
Yes, I'm trying to.
I
I'm
see.
trying to do the.
Okay.
I'm trying to do that to the best of my ability, and it's been working though, because I keep hearing from people that like their grandparents will be like, "Who's this Hasan guy?" I keep hearing about. What a handsome fellow he is, and it's like, it works.
You know, my mom, every time I do shows, she's like, oh, I love that person. Like all the left-winger, even Kyle Kalinske. And then I was
What do you
like,
mean even? That's my goat. That's the dark
he's
wing.
a little vulgar, whatever.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm going on Hasan's stream. She goes, that'll be fun. She's like, that'll be fun. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
She's probably watching. No, you're not allowed to say hi to my mom. Don't talk to my mom.
Wait, why not?
Because.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Mama St. Clair. Is that what it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah,
is that
it
your...
confuses people. They're like, oh, that's not a Jewish name. I'm like, my dad is French.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I found out afterwards too? That you have beef with Suzanne Lambert.
Yeah, I don't really know her at all, but she's like, she doesn't like
I was so
me.
confused to hear that though, because I didn't get that from talking to her. Like, she didn't say, oh yeah, I hate Hasan, and said
This
that
is like a random.
he shocked his dog.
Yeah, she was like the first, she was the first to market on the liberal side to be like, this guy's a dog abuser. He fucking sucks. But I think I first of all, it's a one-sided beef for the most part. I don't really know anything about her, but I think it was also because of ideological differences. I think a lot of people grab onto whatever drama they can when they have a disagreement with me on my worldview, but instead of addressing our disagreements, they will just slander or lean in and farm the algorithm.
Yeah, because she
And-
was surprised that I was like, they're scared of Hasan on the right.
Yeah.
Because you can capture like the male audience that they don't.
Yeah. But that's also part of the reason why they don't like me. Because they think I'm too vulgar, I'm too bro-y. Like, there's a lot of liberals who disagree with my worldview, but then there's also a lot of people on that side that also find me to be
But
really
also,
vulgar
from what
and
I've
bro-y.
seen, and again, like I'm not on Twitter, so I don't see as much of it anymore. I always see them regurgitating like the same few clips of you, and I feel like if you're live every day for that long, like there should be more. You know, like
Yeah.
if they can only pull up like a few.
I mean, there is
Clips.
more. There is more. Then I will keep creating more clips as well,
Yeah.
because it's impossible for me to talk about politics in a contentious environment with real-time feedback, with people who are like actively coming in here to start shit, who are
Do
way.
you get a
within-
lot of that? People coming in to your
yes.
chat for that?
I have an army of like hate watchers as well that like sit in Discord servers, and they literally all they do every day is stalk me, my family, my loved
Yeah, they
ones.
do that to me too.
And then
It's like mostly on Reddit for me though.
yeah, it's mostly on Reddit for me as well. But they're in Discord servers. They're all over Reddit. They're all over Twitter, and they'll just they'll wait for an opportunity to clip something out of context, and they'll just like negatively frame it. And because I think people have gotten way dumber, most people don't even look at the actual video. Sometimes they even
Because
clip
they
it
don't
in
want
context.
to though. Like
Yeah.
they really like junk food information. They don't consume actual media. Even the right wing, like they hardly actually read full articles.
Yeah.
They're just like headline consumers. And I think a lot of people are, but like primarily with the right wing, they don't read. Like
No.
they're sequestered to Fox News, and even that it's like the digital clips that they'll pull out, and
Yeah.
that's it.
So but if the entire market is like that, then it doesn't matter what the truth is, right? Like, and that's kind of how I that's the drama I find myself in with regular frequencies is like if there's enough appetite for negative framing, and I do have a lot of obviously like ideological opponents. There's a good market for churning out this kind of
Oh,
content.
tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's a part of the business, I guess. So that and the death threats, you just have to
Oh my god,
figure out.
so bad too.
You just have to figure
They're
out how to deal
really
with it.
dedicated.
So what I just heard was what I'm getting is that Hasan just said that streaming is the hardest job that's ever existed in the history of mankind. Yeah, I think we can clip it and ship it, boys. Yep. Mm-hmm.
To it, and they will pull up things like fragment information to make these conspiracies, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
this could not be more wrong.
Yeah.
But what do you can't address everything like all the time.
Yeah. You should. My policy is don't even address it. I gave up on addressing it.
Sometimes I like it though, because I like being a little cunty sometimes.
Okay, that's good.
So I like fighting with them.
But before we talk about Suzanne Lambert and like clip culture, what were
You know what? She's growing on me. She's grown on me. It does really seem like she tried to appeal to like the right, and then she realized that the right is like filled with shitbags and horrible people, and they aren't joking about being horrible people. And then she experienced that, and then she was like, "Oh, wait, this sucks."
Pretty disgusting. So you all right? So you're done with DC Drano. I don't know what happens there, but you guys are
He
no longer
had
dating
a
at a certain
secret
point.
sleepover with Annapolina Luna, and they claim nothing happened.
So they all fuck around, right?
So they say nothing happened, and I'll stipulate to that, though.
What do you mean?
Right?
What do you mean a sleepover?
Okay, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I will stipulate to their version of events
Drama.
that they did not fuck each other. However, it's really weird.
But she's a rep now, right? She's a United States
she's
representative.
in Congress, and so it's not just me though. Like all of his exes say the same thing. We've unionized. We have a group chat. I've never had so many exes in a group chat, and I was in a harem. So, and they all have the same story. But I was out of town, and then I come back, and there's a face mask in our shared bathroom, which was weird because I had already moved to the guest room because he was annoying the shit out of me. And I'm like, whose face mask is this? And he's like, oh, I thought it was yours. I would never use something that cheap. Who was here? And he's like, it was Anna, but she was just staying here because she's moving to the district to carpet bag because she was living, I think, in Washington at the time.
What the fuck? Wait.
And she will call him in the middle of the night being like, oh, look at the sky, look at the star, fucking weird. The whole situation is weird. And then I talked about this on my TikTok, and you know what the next thing she does is?
What?
Mind you, I'm saying that she was obsessed with my ex-boyfriend. The next thing she does is post a video of Elon with 15 sparkle emojis. I'm like, you're one weird bitch. That's the way you respond to me saying you're obsessed with my sloppy seconds.
So you think she's going after the people that you've hooked up with?
I think she's just a weird bitch. She would.
I'm watching her TikToks for a little bit now, and all I've learned is that the right-wing space is peak degeneracy. Well, yeah, I mean, human beings are messy beings, bro. Doesn't matter if you're a right-winger or not. These people are fucking liars, man.
Say that she had premonitions and visions, and her and Rogan would take this as fact. And these people are in our government.
I was about to say, why? There's so many of them, though. The Navy
She said
secretary.
that his ex-wife had a rotten spiritual smell. They're weird. They're really weird.
Yeah, I mean, even Tucker Carlson has that as well.
The demons?
He's talked about being possessed by demons, or he was sleeping one time and he woke up with scratches all over him or something. What the fuck is that? Why are so many people I've never had an experience like that. Am I missing out?
No,
I don't understand.
We're not close enough to God for that.
But is that clout, or do they genuinely believe it?
I don't know. We need more clout with God.
No, but I mean, seriously, does that give them more legitimacy in this movement when they say unhinged, crazy shit?
With some people, I guess, because her whole thing is pretending she has more.
They scratch themselves in the night as what remains of their conscience tries to fight back. Well, no, I feel usually that's oh my God, I woke up with these scratches on my back. Haha. It was definitely not because I was having an affair with other women or men. Haha. It must be the demons at night. The ones everyone gets right. Haha.
Info on the JFK files and aliens than she does. She's just a weird bitch.
Okay.
She was pretending to be Jewish for a minute, and then it came out that her grandfather's a Nazi.
Oh my God. Okay.
They were
we have
calling
to talk
her the
about
new
that.
George Santos.
We have to talk about this. we have talked about this a little bit. I have some friends that I've discussed this with, not just yourself.
You think Republican fucks are having back-scratching sex? Did you not see Brian Nome? They just have a fucked up world where they think that the sex with the person you're married to has to be a hole through a fucking sheet. But then the sex that you have when you cheat on your spouse can be the most insane shit you've ever had in your life.
That put me on this journey where I found out that a lot of conservative commentators who aren't Jewish actually LARP as though they are.
You know who else did that? Rogan, DC Drano. I have a photo of him at the fucking ball. He's rapping. He's wrapped up.
Okay, are they actually saying they're Jewish, or are they just philo-Semitic or something?
No, they're claiming to be Jewish. Rogan would go around telling people he was Jewish, that his grandmother wasn't, all this stuff. but then he has like Christian tattoos. He's like Jewish when he needs to be, and then he's Christian when he needs to be. Like he
What
did
is
it to
that?
get
What
like
the
PragerU deals.
What
He's
the fuck
like,
is that? It's like it's the reverse of what Nazis do. Like, you know how like Nazis will be like, oh, here's a list of all the media executives, and then they'll be like, and they're all Jewish, and then you look at the list and you're like, wait a minute, those people aren't Jewish, and then there's an asterisk next to their
Yes.
name, and it's like suspected Jew. So
did
like,
you ever see Danny's video where he's like, I'm the guy who finds the Jews and all the things?
I think I know who you're talking
So
about.
good.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the guy.
So,
What?
but like, so what is that about? Why are they just like LARPing
So
as though they're Jewish?
before October 7th, it used to be like more cool. Like that's how you would get a PragerU deal. That's how you get more deals.
By being Jewish?
Yeah. Oh, PragerU fucks with the Jews.
Well, I mean,
They're
yeah,
like,
of
hell
course.
yeah.
There's
Let's go, Rogan. You get a sit down now.
There's a you know,
You get more Jewish donors. You get more of the.
PragerU might literally be an intelligence cutout if we're being real. So it's not the American one. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was just like the first half of the stream, but they had like a section. The one part of it that I saw that was really interesting was this one. The last part is with the Elon text messages. Okay. Like we were just getting into the meat of it, the schmeat of it.
I'm Jewish. Where I've been to a Shabbat dinner, which, by the way, Shabbat Shalom.
oh yeah. Wait, is it? Oh, it's technically.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. You're right. So I guess in some way, what are they? They're like Shabbos goys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're the little Shabbos goys of the right.
So that's a very strange thing. There are some very high-profile people
Wait, let me find the photo of Rogan pretending to rap the
whose Judaism has been called into question.
Which Rogan is she talking about? Is she talking about Joe Rogan or is it a different Rogan? I don't know enough Rogans, I guess.
And I genuinely am afraid of saying this person's name because I just am afraid of the way
Oh, DC Drano is Rogan.
she looks.
His real name
So
is
I'm not
Rogan.
going to say it.
Jigsaw.
Okay.
You know, Ozempic was the worst thing to happen to her because it just like made that situation so much worse.
Wait, she's on Ozempic? I feel like she
You think she lost that weight through hard work?
was she fat? I don't even know.
I don't think she lost that
who?
weight through hard work.
I didn't even realize she was. I have never.
She used to be a little chunky monkey.
Oh. Okay. Well, I only remember Laura Loomer talking to that one like.
You named her.
Yes, I did. Well, you said Jigsaw. It's out already. But yes, Laura Loomer
no.
has a high school yearbook photo, and I don't know if it's like doctored or not, but she's wearing a cross in the high school yearbook photo. And there's suspicion that
Milo
she's
has a
not.
video of her like being taught to draw a Star David. Did you ever see that?
No, I also am not. You know, I don't know any of these. I know of these people, and I very actively stay away from them because they freak me out and they gross me out. So, but
Wait, where is it?
But yeah, from what I understand, and also make sure you don't show your phone onto.
There's him pretending to rap. Like you would think by like the second rap, you'd be like, this is a bad idea.
So when you got, you said, since Rogan wanted to out himself as a subject of my TikTok, here's how far this man went pretending to be Jewish for business deals on the paid trips to Israel. He's not even Jewish, though I'm sure you can still find his old tweets claiming to be when it was good for business. He also.
There are certain stories that I've seen that even just like the existence of the story feels anti-Semitic. Did you ever like want like the Cars for Kids thing? It's like I want to pull up that one TikTok from friend of the show Spencer. Trying to accurately describe Cars for Kids without sounding like a conspiracy theorist from the 1930s. I forgot why I brought this up. Link, please. Absolutely. Here you go. Oh yeah, and then right. Like there are certain things that like even just like talking about them, it's like this. I don't even know how this. Somehow this feels like an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, and it's not. Like Cars for Kids funding Israel. Like I'm scared. Sorry. Or like the tunnels. Like this video existing.
What in the Jewish mutant ninja turtle, dreidels in the half shell, Torah power is going on here?
The tunnels in New York? How is this like real? Like how is it real? I literally, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is like a fake skit. Like, that's crazy. Like, okay, I'm just not gonna I'm just gonna ignore it. Like, it's fine. And it wasn't. And none of it was fake. It was like, oh. Sorry, for everyone who doesn't know, New York City Synagogue tunnel incident. On January 8th, 2024, clashes broke out at the world headquarters of Chabad Lubavitch. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. In Crown Heights, Brooklyn, after construction workers hired the synagogue's leaders attempted to fill in a tunnel that yeshiva students had illegally dug beneath the building. The tunnel was constructed by yeshiva students as a part of an attempt to illegally expand 770, a process that's been delayed due to various legal disputes involving the building. Okay. What do you mean there's a story in New York City about some students' illegal expansion and I'm supposed to I just ignore the story because it feels so insane. It feels like the same thing with the Israeli cum extraction squad. You sound insane talking about it no matter what. I know! That's how I feel about this. It's like, yeah, all these... Apparently this dude that she was dating was pretending to be Jewish to get sponsors. It's like, dude, what the fuck do you mean? That's a real sentence.
Says, I'm just attacking America First Patriots when only one of us took paid trips to Israel. He's as much
I
Jewish...
was offered too.
He's as much Jewish as Elizabeth Warren is Native American. His brother allegedly said they have like 1% Jewish heritage, and he is not, nor has he ever been practicing. Whatever my mental health issues, I ain't doing whatever the hell this is. Pretending to be someone you're not is why your marriage lasted less than a year. He then went around smearing his ex-wife, who's literally the nicest girl ever, as a gold digger. I genuinely have no idea why these people outed themselves when I use fake names, and this right here isn't even any personal relationship tea for me. His Jew cosplay is public. That's crazy. I thought they just like go and, you know, kiss the wall and do the tefillin to just be like, see,
you can't do tefillin unless you're Jewish. Before they wrap it, they're like, are you Jewish?
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's why I'm saying by the second
kind
wrap,
of a
you
bummer
think
because
he
I
would be
always
like,
thought
damn.
it was such a cool. I think it looks cool. It's like you're like Spartan.
I mean, we could work something out.
Yeah. I didn't realize you had to be Jewish to do tefillin.
Yeah, they ask you. They're like, "Are you Jewish?" So he had to
Yeah, but
tell that guy
the
yes.
wall kissing is not like because I
No.
know there's motherfuckers who are definitely not Jewish who are kissing the wall. So that's not
Mike
more.
Huckabee's probably there right now.
Yeah, Mike Huckabee makes out with the wall, but that's just his own personal. I've said this before. I think Mike Huck okay. Let me hear your perspective.
His daughter's
on this.
really nice though. Like Sarah is really not like a nice person. Like okay, politics aside, she was very nice. Why do you not like her?
Hard for me to. I don't like any Republican.
Okay, but like just seeing her with her kids, like she was super nice.
Yeah.
And when you're
She
with some of
literally-
these people
She
personally,
literally legalized child labor in her state as the
What?
governor. Yes.
okay, I haven't paid attention. Okay, look, I'm already gonna be
for
canceled.
me, it's like I don't really care about how they are in the real world or in
How
their
did she legalize child labor?
they just signed it into law. State legislature
Okay, I'm
lowered
just talking
restrictions.
about personally, because some of these people. Oh my god. The rumor is she got 2 nose jobs and she.
Oh my god, she's so messy. Oh my god. So is she into Hasan? I mean, I get it, but still LMAO at Denims. I think like how do I explain this? Different people have different charisma in different ways. And I do think one of the things that one of the ways that people build charisma is by doing that. And it's like a bit of like, yeah, I got this for your sexy ass or something like that. Especially if you know that the person is cool and chill and is going to be normal about it. Yeah. I don't know how else to explain that. It might just be a natural flirt. You don't have to ship every interaction. I think she's just having fun and being flirty. I don't read this as a serious flirt. Yeah. She's exuberant. Y'all never seen a lady Riz SMH? Yeah. Also, dude, what the fuck happened to Laura Loomer? Jesus Christ.
She still looks the way she does.
Laura Loomer, I believe in quiet, listening to others, and always keeping an open mind and different opinions.
No, that's not. No.
Yeah,
What
and she has a
happened?
cross. She has a cross on. Well, what happened is like when she went to college, she was already an operative, where she tried to start an ISIS fan club. I think she was working with James O'Keefe, right? Chat, correct me on this if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, she was a James O'Keefe
She tried
operative.
to start an ISIS fan club?
Yes, and she got expelled. Because like her whole point was like, oh, these guys love Muslims so much, like they're gonna let me start an ISIS fan club. And so she petitioned to start an ISIS fan club, and the college was like, no, what the f-? And you're expelled for trying to start an ISIS fan club. And so it backfired on her. And then she just only doubled down her entire, like she's the only person I know that's been banned from every app for being Islamophobic.
And then she doubled down and locked herself to Twitter headquarters.
Yeah, that was awesome. And now she's won though.
I feel like people should just spam this in her comments, like anytime she posts anything. Like this is all that needs to be said to her.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
but
this.
what I
Just
but I,
spam that.
but what's crazy about this legendary Huckabee child labor photo? That's funny.
Yo, this is a legendary pull right here. That one, that card, that's a legendary pull.
What's crazy about it is that I first knew about Laura Loomer because she had this clip going around, right? And this is
Someone
God.
said, I think being too ugly can radicalize.
Yeah, look, this is the famous clip, right? This is the famous clip.
Oh, with Mike Ma.
I don't know who that is, but he's
So he was on Milo's tour.
okay. So he's
This was during like peak Milo Yiannopoulos tour
oh
days.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but here, Pig Saw. Oh my God. Here, this is the famous clip. But I have to issue a nuclear cringe warning here. I know you guys in this community have seen this clip many times. Have you ever seen this clip?
It's really
Oh,
bad.
you've seen this clip.
It's really bad.
Okay, here it is.
so good. You're like beautiful, dude. Stop. I hate this clip so much. Every time I have to fucking see this clip. It's a video for anyone who's never seen it of Laura Loomer flirting with like a groiper.
You're Aryan too. And she goes, look at his head. His head cocks. As soon as she says, no, I'm Jewish.
I know, but I'm Jewish.
Like, what's up? Was he gonna f her if she was Aryan?
I
Like,
told you,
don't
you
even-
used to get like clout for being Jewish back in the conservative days.
Yeah. Okay. There's
The
gonna be
OG
echo
MAGA
chat.
days.
Shut the f up.
Wait,
yes.
is there echo?
Yeah. There's gonna be echo because
Echo.
we're listening to the video.
It's okay.
Because you're such a cutie.
Don't mess my hair. God damn it. Fix it. Fix my hair.
If a man ever recoiled like that when I touched his hair, I would literally never show my face ever again.
Yeah. I think Laura Loomer doesn't have any setbacks on or self-restraint.
That is
She has
really
no shame.
embarrassing.
That's her superpower.
Okay, I'm gonna be bold here and say that there are a couple of things you shouldn't do the first time you hang out with someone. And I would say high on that list is be like, you're such a nice looking Aryan. I'm Jewish. I would say that that's pretty high on the list. Dude, I went and got dinner with some friends and some random person was there that I didn't know. And they kept making like Nazi jokes, and it was so weird. It was so weird. And they were trying to like riz me or something, and I was like, dude, that is incredible. That's amazing. Were they funny at least? No, they weren't. They weren't funny. Oh, it was so bizarre. like pro-Nazi jokes. Like, I'm not gonna get into it. All right, I'm not gonna get into it. Anyways, that person is not invited to future hangouts. not and I wasn't the one who invited them, so you know. Oh man.
I think Trump called her to wish her a happy birthday. I think it's her birthday.
Wait, today's her birthday?
I think so. I don't know.
What
Maybe I'm
the
spreading
fuck?
misinformation, but I think today is her birthday.
Loomer's downfall. This was back in.
Sorry, to give you guys an idea, like Reddit dark humor jokes, it was like a discussion about like white people or something, and we were talking about ethnicities. And then this dude was like, "Yeah, but that's not like a real white person, you know. I would know. I was like, and everyone's just like, yeah." And it's like, I get that he's like trying to do a bit, but it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. Like, no one's laughing. No one's laughing. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
2018, and she's up now, so it doesn't matter. But Loomer's downfall is funny because she started out as an O'Keefe rat and had her career peak at Muslim bashing Twitter asshole, best known for getting blackout drunk and hitting on a Nazi. Yeah, except she won. Like, this was
like you gotta give her respect for that. Like, she won't die.
I don't want to give her respect for that.
She won't go away.
I think she is, in many respects, like the perfect political operative for how bad things have gotten for our times, and that's the reason why her career keeps advancing, in spite of the realities that she is an insane person, like demonstrably insane person.
Yeah, she's just like the thug they use.
But like, she has no redeeming qualities. She has none. She has no redeeming qualities. She's not hot.
No.
Like, and the only reason why I bring that up is because like
that should not be the first option.
No, but like my point is Trump obviously cares about that, right? Like, Trump cares about the physical appearance.
I don't know. Have you seen Mar-a-Lago?
No,
It's
but
like a very
but in
specific
Trump's
brand.
inner circle, like if you look at some of the people that he hires, like he either hires for loyalty or he does care about like the way that people around him are perceived, like their physical appearances.
Yes, that would be it.
And Laura Loomer is hard to look at. Why do you think he hates his sons? I think it's literally because they're ugly as shit. They're losers, but also they're ugly as shit, and I think Trump hates that. You don't think so? That's why he loves Ivanka.
That makes sense.
Like,
I mean, he did say he likes to surround himself with losers, though.
She's very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, she
But I think
also
he likes
is in
Ivanka
with the,
too much.
Yeah, that's true. In with the liberal in crowd, right?
She's like very popular in Hollywood.
Yeah. And I think Trump loves that because that's all he wanted. Like, if let's say I wanted to play in the NBA, okay? And then I mean, I was never going to be able to do that.
If they give you an offer right now, would you do it?
I mean, yes, but I would never be able to do that because I'm dog shit. But my point is, let's say I want to play in the NBA. I marry a WNBA player, okay? And then 2 of my kids are ass. They're like, for some weird reason, they're like 5'3", okay? And then the one child I have is like 6'10". I'm going to care about that child. And for Trump, Ivanka is the child that made it to the NBA because she got in with the liberal intelligentsia, with the in crowd, with the Hollywood people. That's all Trump ever cared about. That was his major gripe. So his next of kin was, a failure.
She just had to marry.
I will say the other kids are definitely fail sons. Like, I'm sorry, Trump Jr. has no charisma. He's like a charisma black hole. Dude, you know how like JD Vance is the only kid that a mother would choose crack over? Okay, there's a second kid. There's a second kid that I think you would be allowed to choose crack over. Or yeah.
Like Satan to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yeah, Trump is a looks maxer. Well, he can't looks max himself, but he's a looks maxer for the people around him.
Is everybody looking nice and handsome and thin?
So we got Laura.
JD's mom saw that baby once and was like, time to drown myself in opiates.
Loomer here talking about how she's
Oh my god. Like, imagine this your fail son, bro. Remember when they said Trump would get us into a full-blown war with Iran? Times like these should make us all realize how lucky we were to have Trump, his strength, and his resolve. April 13th, 2024. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Trump got us in a war with Iran. And then it's the Wikipedia page for the war with Iran. That's good.
Trying to get me like
That's
attacked.
good. That's good.
I mean,
That's good.
You're on this
That's
broadcast. You're gonna
good.
get attacked no matter what, and I'm gonna get attacked. So
Like
we're in this together.
Why are you
now.
gonna get attacked?
Why am I gonna get attacked? What do you mean? Laura Loomer talks about trying to get me deported.
Dude, Hasan can bring on anyone and then he'll get attacked. He can bring on the most left-wing person on the planet and then he'll get attacked for not like supporting candidates that are more likely to win. If he brings on like anyone who's like liberal and tries to push them center, or sorry, not center, left, then he gets attacked. If he brings on someone like Ashley St. Clair, he gets it. It's like he literally, it doesn't matter who he brings on, he's going to get attacked. Both by his audience and by right-wingers. In an unexpected turn of events, he got subpoenaed. Oh my god, dude. And I don't know why I think... Sorry, let me pull up like an actual article on this. One sec. Just in, federal officials subpoena political streamer Hasan Piker. Let me say this is by far the worst thing that like conservatives could do, because all they're doing is giving him even more relevance. Here's the Fox News article. Feds subpoena Hasan Piker, Medea Benjamin over Cuba trips. Investigation part of a broader dragnet involving as many 40 Americans who joined Marxist convoy to Havana. The federal officials have served subpoenas to Marxist political influencer Hasan Piker and Code Pink co-founder Susan Medea Benjamin as a part of a wider investigation into whether U.S. organizations and leaders violated U.S. law and sanctions in supporting Cuba's communist regime. Piker and Benjamin are among those caught in a federal inquiry into whether activists who traveled to Cuba in March violated U.S. sanctions through financing, coordination, or delivery of goods to Cuba, including potential contracts with Cuban personnel or entities on the island. The administrative subpoenas were sent to the pair by the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control. The administrative subpoenas, called Requests for Information, or RFIs, seek financial, logistical, and communications information revolving around trips the two widely bragged about making to the island nation in March with the delegation of the Nuestra America Convoy, or Our America Convoy. So basically, it's just like a request for documents. He literally talked about having 100% clearance from OFAC before he even left for Cuba. Yeah. How could they do this to American patriot Hank Pecker? Hence, it's a subpoena. Exactly. A lot of people are like, "Dude, he's going to have to be talking to Congress right now. That's it. It's all over." Hasan is, oh man, this just probably spawned like 40 Hasan is done videos. Oh my God. You know what? Those people got to pay their child support somehow, you know? Wait, the little bear clip. I got to see this.
But, you know, I always used to tell my audience, like, I'm the last in the line. By the time they get to someone like myself, if they're denaturalizing someone like myself,
Dude, Little Bear hit that so well. Oh my God. I wish I could do that. I gotta practice that. Oh my God. But yeah, so that is what's happening. And then they also like took photos of his dog walker, which kind of like the funniest thing that could have happened. I feel bad for this, you know, random person. First on Fox, the Treasury Department subpoenas Marxist streamers Hasan Piker and Code Pink co-founder Medea Benjamin over their March trips to Cuba. Why are you posting this photo of his dog walker? What the But the funniest thing about all of this, by the way, is that this photo ended up confirming that it was a vibration collar. Top 10 funniest things that could have happened, by the way. There was someone who posted it. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I saved it. One sec. Oh, here it is. Fox News accidentally proves Dogtober was a false flag, LMFAO. And then they post like this image. Pager only, educator PG 300 vibration caller. Actually, it was this one with the prong that shocks, except it doesn't do that at all. I don't know. It's just a really funny development in a gross spear campaign. And it has the actual shock ones that don't come in this color. And the red one is the vibrating one. It's like, oh man, dude. Tough out there, man. Tough out there. Again, why take pictures of the random... I don't understand why these photos were published. But anyways, besides that, let's get back to it.
Every day. She genuinely will...
She could actually succeed at
I'm
that.
an American citizen. So
By the way, she's actually on his team. She does PR work for him. Oh, okay. So, well, let me get this straight. Hasan is making his assistant slave away by walking Kaya instead of hiring a dog walker. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Interesting.
that would be like... That would be such...
He hires women as assistants. Interesting. Calls himself a feminist, and yet, interesting.
Aren't like half of the people that went to El Salvador?
Yes, but the constitutional crisis that would create is far too large for the Trump administration to invoke when they don't have the popular approval to be able to lean into that kind of thing at this point. I think it is a genuine concern. It's something that I think about, but you know, I always used to tell my audience, like, I'm the last in the line. By the time they get to someone like myself, if they're denaturalizing someone like myself, a high-profile media figure too, like who is an American citizen who lived here as a taxpayer, that means everyone else is already in the camps, you know? So I don't worry about it too much. All right, let's watch the rest of
You
this.
posted on Instagram recently when you got like reinstated on Facebook was so hot. Like,
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna grab my coffee.
and the Nazis hate me.
It's fine.
The alt-right people want to put me in a gas chamber. Because they're obsessed with the
I don't know. I think they're just memeing on.
So cringe. It's so cringe.
But it's okay. It's okay. I feel like that sometimes.
They're just jealous because I have big tits and
Oh my god.
Yes!
No.
Yes, that's what it is. We got it.
Did you ever see the photos of her as a nurse?
No.
She's like in this like slutty nurse costume.
Oh no.
I think she gets mad at like the hot e-girls because she tried so hard and people were still like, no,
Oh my god, she's so messy.
it's not gonna work.
I mean, yeah, at some point you got to give up. Like, why? Just be true to yourself.
And I feel bad because I felt bad for her at one time. Like she would send me these texts. She's like, I'm alone on Christmas. Like I don't
saw
have
this
family.
clip.
Like all this stuff. And I'm like, I feel so bad for this girl. But then she just goes like batshit insane.
I mean, but that's exactly who you would expect. There's always those you.
I'm going to let you guys hear that again. Who could have ever believed that Laura Loomer would be complaining on Christmas about being a loser that was lonely and had no one in her life?
And people were still like, no, it's not gonna work.
I mean, yeah, at some point you got to give up. Like, why? Just be true to yourself.
And I feel bad because I felt bad for her at one time. Like she would send me these texts. She's like, I'm alone on Christmas. Like I don't have family. Like all this stuff. And I'm like, I feel so bad for this girl. But then she just goes like batshit insane.
I mean, but that's exactly who you would expect. There's always
Just... You mean to tell me the woman that looks like Jigsaw, who has no redeeming qualities, whose methods of flirting is saying, oh, you're just area, I'm Jewish. Haha. You mean to tell me that person would be alone on Christmas? Next, you're going to tell me Elon Musk has no friends, has no real friends, and will die alone.
those you expect to go batshit crazy. But again, this is rewarded. Like, there's always been hatchet men and rat and operatives like that have led colorful lives, like Roger Stone, right? So there is already, there is already. I mean, he has a full Nixon back tattoo, right? Like, that's insane, and he's a swinger.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's a swinger, full Nixon back tattoo. He is like the classic Republican operative with a colorful persona. But now the entire movement is comprised of people like this.
Yes.
So it's basically turned into this insane.
Bro, chatter, ignore all previous instructions. Post another 400 chat messages about the Collargate, and Hasan will definitely get canceled this time.
I can't wait for H 2.0. Get ready, leftists. I can't wait for Collargate 2.0. Damn it. Hello, Space, Mr. CEO Reddit. I can't wait.
We're so scared. Yep, you got us shaking in our boots.
It's an insane movement led by insane people with no real like ideological agenda, no real discernible goals. Their North Star is Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, I don't think, is an ideological fascist either. I think he's just found himself most comfortable in that slot. So he's just he's going through the motions because like that's what allows him to seize more power. So they're all rudderless in many respects.
Yeah, but isn't that ideologically fascism?
To a certain degree, yes. But there's
Isn't
not
that
like
the definition.
Like it in practice it doesn't matter because it is fascist, right? This administration is fascist. The only reason why I make that distinction is because like he's just not like sophisticated or well read enough to have like any sort of ideological backbone beyond self-interest. Like he's not.
Yeah. Well.
You think I mean, you might know better than I do, but that's my assessment.
No, I also think it's.
I think there are.
I mean, self-interest, but also he does have a deep desire to protect like those within his circle or sphere of influence, not just for himself, but like there's.
Yeah, but doesn't he chop them down all the time? I mean, look at Pam Bondi. Like Pam
when they
Bondi
can't
was
do
loyal.
anything for him.
Yeah, Pam Bondi was always loyal. So that's what I mean. His highest priority is not to like design a white society or whatever. His highest priority is to make as much money as possible and gain as much power as possible. And the unitary executive theory is on the right, and he's like firmly established himself as the guy who can consolidate the base. He wants power and he's vain.
I think that's fracturing, though.
You think so?
Yeah, the base is being fractured away from Trump. Like, there's a very small percentage of people, at least from 2015 to.
I do think like people are going to be tired of Trump. I think that the like forever Trumpers are just going to be Trumpers until like Trump dies of natural causes or whatever. I don't think that they're going to move on from that. Like, I think at this point the sunk cost fallacy is just too strong. And I don't think anyone else can like carry the flame for him. I mean, literally look at Erica Kirk trying to carry the Charlie Kirk flame. So I think like somebody else will like rebuild some new persona like Tucker Carlson. But yeah, I just don't. I think a lot of Republicans, like I think a lot of officials, politicians are really done with Trump at this point. But I think the voters are still with Trump. At the very least, there's a large chunk, like the MAGA cult is still with Trump, you know? Flame carrying is just not a viable strat in the right-wing ecosystem, apparently. Well, it's not meta is the thing. It's not meta. It needs to be buffed first before it can be meta, you know? I can't wait to read the whitewashed version of Trump from a history book when I'm like 80. Yeah. Yeah.